What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Colt. I've been trading for the past 10 years and I started making these videos to help you guys become more profitable, consistent traders. In this video, I'm going to share how to actually start trading futures as a beginner, and then I'm going to go into my exact NASDAQ, NAS100 or NQ trading strategy for you guys to literally replicate. So if you're looking for a trading strategy with indices, stay on this video and you will get value. Before we get started, if you guys are new to my channel, you guys could hit that subscribe button if you want, because I have a ton of other videos that will be dropping in the future and videos that have already been dropped. I also am on Instagram, so if you guys want one-on-one mentorship, you can send me a DM on here and we can talk more to see if you'd be a good fit for my program. And two more things. If you guys are looking for a prop firm, you want to trade a large capital, go to Apex Trader Funding and use this code and it will give you 50% off your order. And I did just start doing live trading sessions where I get on a Zoom call with my students and we all trade together and go over the markets. That's every Monday through Friday at 6:30 a.m. PST. Now, without further ado, guys, let's get in my computer and let's make some money. So I think it's important that we go over the broker that I am using. I am now trading futures. In the past, I was trading forex, and one thing that really concerned me is the regulation. None of the brokers on the forex side were regulated. My money wasn't safe, and it was just always that, what if this happens? What if that happens? And I hated living with that fear, especially when you have multiple six figures in a trading account. It's kind of scary. And I've heard some crazy stories recently. One of my students, he had over $1 million in a broker, and he had investor money, like lots of money from investors that gave him money to trade for him. And the broker that he was with literally just shut down his account and dipped. He lost over $1 million and now is in debt with these investors, and it's just crazy. So I want to make sure that you guys are good. That's why I'm giving you Tradeovate.com. Tradeovate is the broker that I use, and what I love about Tradeovate is it links directly to TradingView, so I can literally trade right off TradingView with absolutely no issues whatsoever. So what you guys want to do, if you haven't already, is go to Tradeovate.com. You can open up an account. A little disclaimer, when you guys are signing up for Tradeovate, don't put yourself as a professional. You are non-professional just as I am too. Once you guys do that, you're going to fill in all your information and everything. And I also do have a video on my channel that says how to start trading futures as a beginner. If you go to the search tab on YouTube and just type in how to start trading futures as a beginner and then my name, Colt, it should pop up. So now let's get into the sauce, the value in this video. First things first, the assets that I trade, the only assets that I focus on trading are ES, S&P 500, YM, the Dow Jones, and NQ, the NASDAQ. For this video, we're just going to focus on the NASDAQ, but this strategy, it does work on all three of those other, or all two of those other assets, YM and ES. So you guys can literally use this strategy on those indices if you want as well. So first things first, the timing is very, very important. And I'm going to start mapping this out for you. So let's title this NAS100 Strategy, okay? And we'll zoom in here. Okay, so the first thing, timing, very, very important. You guys want to be in the markets when the markets are fluctuating the most. And we're going to use this in EST. We're going to be focused on EST. So if you guys want, you could go to your charts. And if you click the time zone right here, just click New York UTC 5, okay? So timing, when are we going to be trading? Well, the market open is literally the best time. So the market open is at 9:30 a.m. and that's once again EST. Now that's the market open, but I like to trade between 9:30 a.m. all the way to 10:30 a.m. EST. This 1 hour window of time, and I even say 9:30 to 10 or 9:30 to 11, that hour and a half, 30-minute window, that is all you guys need to trade. I see a lot of traders out there, they're thinking that they need to sit in front of the charts for hours a day. And I love how people say, I'm going to quit my job and become a full-time trader. Guys, the whole point of trading is to be able to trade with 1 to 2 hours a day. You don't want to be sitting in front of these charts all day. You want to be able to go get breakfast at 8 in the morning at the nicest restaurant in the city. You want to be able to go to the gym for as long as you want, not tied to a boss or anything like that. So just know that every day that you trade, there's not always going to be a setup. And with this strategy in particular, I'm only really taking like 5 to 10 trades a week. So you guys don't need to be taking a lot of trades at all. Okay, so the timing, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. EST, we'll focus on that window of time. Second, okay, time frame. I am always on the minute one time frame. Do I go to other charts to kind of get a bias on what the markets may be doing for the day? Yeah, but a lot of the time I don't even do that. I'm literally just on the 1 minute time frame, and that's all that I need. Now, some of you watching this, you're probably thinking to yourself, Colt, the minute one time frame, it's too erratic, it's just all over the place, it's too quick. You have made that own conclusion in your mind. Do you think that just because a candle opens every 1 minute that it's too erratic or too complicated? No, come on, let's be real. The thing that I've realized is all these time frames, the minute 1, minute 5, 15, all the time frames, they all print the same exact patterns over and over and over and over again. But here's the thing, on the minute 1 time frame, for it to make a pattern and to complete it, one, it's not going to require as much time, you'll get quicker data, and two, it's not as big of a tick move. So usually on the 15-minute chart, if you see like a setup appear, oh my gosh, it's going to take so long to play out, and you better hope that it goes to your take profit wherever that projected level is, because it may not do that. It may not have enough volatility. So I love the minute 1 time frame because, yeah, you could trade off a higher time frame and make bigger profits, but I can make the same amount of profit on the minute 1 time frame. All I have to do is up my contract size. So I want you guys to understand that the minute 1 time frame, that is your bread and butter. That's where you're going to be able to get in and out of the markets and not be sitting there all day long. So we have timing, we have time frame. Now let's go into market structure. All you want to look for is a clear up or down trend. That's all you guys want to be looking for when you're looking at market structure. Now, within the trend, you want to see higher highs and higher lows for an uptrend, or you want to see lower lows and lower highs for a downtrend. So what does that look like? Let's kind of look at this in the market right now. And it's not always going to be clear. Yesterday was actually pretty clean. Okay, this is a very, very nice example. So you guys can see the market right here, kind of bottomed out. Look how it's now starting to form these higher highs and higher lows. Notice how this higher low, the candles, the bodies of the candles aren't breaking these lows down here. So that's giving us clear direction that it wants to probably start going up. Then it forms what? A new higher high. This area right here breaks this previous higher high that we had. What does it do? Higher low. This higher low doesn't go lower than this one, so it's a valid higher low. Then higher high, higher low, higher high. That is all you guys need to be looking for in the markets. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. All you guys want to do is see those type of moves. Now, as you're looking for these higher lows and lower highs, that brings us to our 4th step. You want to see a fair value gap. Okay? Now, fair value gap is an imbalance in price, and we actually just hit a fair value gap right here. So you guys see this little rectangle right here that's printed right here, 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 and here? Those are fair value gaps. So fair value gap is a 3 candlestick pattern. We have the first candle, we have the second candle, and the third candle. So from the high of this candle to the low of this candle, it creates this rectangle, and you guys can go and just use the rectangle tool and click it right here and here. Oops, right there, and then extend it into the future. And if you get that magnet tool, it will really help it so it clicks and catches. Look at how it's like connecting to the highs and lows, the bodies and the candles perfectly. You guys need that little magnet on. It's a game changer. So the fair value gap, 3 candlestick pattern. Usually we want to see the 4th, 5th, or 6th candle retrade into this rectangle, and that's where we would be taking a buy or a sell. Same thing, we could see this fair value gap right here. We go from the first candles look at the candles, 1, 2, 3, okay? So we go to the first candle's low, 3rd candle's high, click that, extend into the future. What is it? Usually the 4th, 5th, or 6th candle will retrade into the fair value gap. So 1, 2, 3 candles. Look how the 4th goes into it. The 5th barely misses it. The 6th goes into the fair value gap, and then it completely drops to the downside. That is your new entry model that you guys are going to start using. If you guys go right here and you type in Lux, Algo, fair value gap, this indicator will appear on your chart and it will automatically print the fair value gaps like we are seeing right here. Okay? Now, next step to the strategy. Set and forget. I see a lot of traders that are watching the trade play out, and you guys realistically don't need to do that. So hypothetically, let's say that we were going into this trade right here for a buy. Let's say we had our long position set at the fair value gap. Oh, by the way, with the fair value gap, your stop loss is always below the first candle that makes the fair value gap. So our stops will be right here below this candle that made the fair value gap. TP, you can just aim for like previous highs, lows, wherever you want. So look at this trade. This is our trade setup right here. Hypothetically, let's pretend we got into that fair value gap. We are currently in some profit right now. We're loving this trade. Instead of you sitting in front of your computer and wasting time, what you could do is you could go to this alert tab, and I could see my take profit is right here. My stop loss is right here. So what I would do is type in the parameters. Take profit is 21,840.25. And then I could change this to TP hit. And I can change the notifications if I want. This is how I have mine set up. Go back to the settings and click create. So now we can see we have this alert right here. So instead of us watching the markets and wasting all this time seeing what's going to happen, let's just set an alert at our take profit and then another alert at our stop loss. Change this to stop loss hit, create. Now we have an alert at our stops and our TP. So when the trade does go and hit our TP or stop loss, it's going to just notify us and we'll already be taken out of the trade at that point in time. So this is literally a strategy, guys. I keep it very, very simple. I know that you guys are probably used to all these very complex strategies, people using all these indicators. Guys, I don't use any indicators when I trade. You should not be relying on indicators. You should be trading naked, not physically naked. Don't get any wrong ideas, guys. But you should be trading with your charts where there's nothing on it, because all you realistically need is market structure and a nice fair value gap to form. And if you can identify that, you are going to dominate. I challenge you guys over the next, let's say, 3 to 6 months to only use this one strategy. And if you guys haven't noticed, my previous videos go over this strategy more and more. So if you guys watch, I would say my last 10 YouTube videos, you will understand the strategy 100% perfectly to a T. Guys, I appreciate you guys all so much for coming on this video and giving me your time. It really does mean a lot. I hope you guys got value. Let's connect on Instagram. If you guys want to join the school community, there is a 7-day trial below, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out. Not a lot of people made it to the end of the video, but you did. Make sure you share this video with a friend. Also, comment below. I want to know who you guys are and how I can help you guys out with your trading. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping weekly videos every single week on trading to help you guys out. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.